Welcome to Extra Time. Thanks for your tweets. Stevie, I guess the Champions League glow is over because, capital letters, desperate letters, I'm starting to panic about Liverpool doing no business this summer. Are you?
No, I'm not.
You just signed Divock Origi to a new contract?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. Listen, I'm not, because I don't think it's a coincidence that there's not actually nobody's doing an awful lot of business. Everybody's kind of hedging their bets, trying to be a little bit careful because of the stupid money that everybody's asking for players. I guess they're all waiting nearer to certainly the end of the window to try and get some value, which obviously doesn't help if you're going to miss some pre-season with your new team. But at the end of the day, it's all about money.
But then do you get value at the end of the window if you look kind of desperate? Then people are going to ask for more money.
If somebody's looking to get money, then you'll get value. Everybody's looking to get money.
Robbo, Egypt was disappointing.
Yeah.
Egypt were disappointing, yes. They didn't play very well at all. The tournament's been disappointing, but Egypt at home in front of 73,000 people for each game, to lose to South Africa, a side that I didn't think were particularly good in the previous 3 games. It was disappointing. Salah was obviously the star man, but he wasn't at his very best. Amrabat did okay. Not Amrabat, but I can't think of the chap's name now who played on the other wing. But they didn't play well enough. They didn't play with enough passion. They didn't play with enough desire. They didn't play with enough tempo. And in the end, that's why Egypt lost to South Africa. Trezeguet's the player I'm talking about.
Oh, there you go, Robbo. Shaka was just about to say that. Why do football players cover their mouths while they're talking on the pitch? I know this was a joke by the exploding heads, but I'm legitimately curious. Sometimes they do this even when talking to players on the other team.
That started in Spain, didn't it?
Yeah, it's lip readers. There used to be a show that just basically focus on everything
how
they
you
were
know
saying.
so much, Dan? You used to live in Spain.
Oh, yes, I used to reside in Madrid. Beautiful times.
So you tell the story then.
Well, that's it really, isn't it?
Oh,
They're
well,
just scared of... But you never did it when you were playing? Never covered your mouth?
We didn't have anybody going around actually trying to openly figure out what people were talking about and saying. And of course, once it starts, everybody starts doing it. It's like that stupid people going and closing the ball down in the box with their hands behind their back like this. I mean, it's completely ridiculous, but you see all these defenders doing it now because they're watching other people doing it and they think it's the right thing to do.
Well, they don't want to give away handball, though, do they?
You don't have to stick your hands behind your back, Dan, to not give a handball away, okay?
Where would you put your hands?
You would keep your hands down here, somewhere in your... How was it they put it, Shaq?
In your silhouette.
In the meetings? My silhouette, yes.
Right.
How do we go from lip
And
reading
hold on
to
a second,
angry
hold on a second.
defender rant?
Can I stop you there?
Yeah.
And by the way, if you close the ball down properly and get close enough to the man, regardless of where it hits you, the referee's not going to give a penalty against you unless he's a numpty.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, Shaq.
You're welcome. No problem.
Robbo, is it finally coming home? If not in football, then maybe in cricket. Surely England can beat New Zealand. Are you excited? Says Stevie, time to leave Earth, bud. Robbo, we get your take on the cricket. Thrashed Australia, of course, today.
Played very well today against Australia. The bowling was excellent. It will all depend whether New Zealand's opening bowlers can swing it enough as they did in their semi-final against India, where they bowled brilliantly. If they can do that against England, they cause them problems. But I think England will get the World Cup for the first time in their history.
First final since '92, I think. Stevie, normally you hate everything English.
Is this
I
kind
still
of
don't want him to win it.
No?
Is this kind of your cricket 66 moment on home soil and all that?
Could be, Shaq. Most definitely. They've been brilliant.
By the way, Shaq, the captain's Irish.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't count? Is that what you're saying?
It's
It
not
really
England
can't.
anymore. That's why they're good.
So you don't support them?
Not in the final, no.
Up to the final.
Don't want them to win anything.
Robbo, finally, ketchup or brown sauce on a bacon butty?
Oh,
There's only one choice.
Yeah.
There's only one answer for
You
that,
might
and it
know
has
that.
to be brown sauce.
You might know that answer.
That was a bit brown.
on a bacon butty, it's got to be brown sauce.
I go ketchup.
Yeah, I'm with you,
I
Dan.
go
Weird.
ketchup.
Ketchup.
You're weird. Can't go ketchup on a bacon butty.
Robert, how would you describe brown
Daddy's
sauce to people maybe who don't?
Brown sauce is, I'm not quite sure what's in it, but it's a bit...
Brown.
It's got a lot of tomato sauce in it, but it's got something else that makes it much stronger, a little bit tastier and a little bit stronger, I would say.
And a vinegary, it's got a vinegary finish too.
Yeah, it's lovely tasting, and you put it with bacon butties and anything, fish and chips, you name it, it's better than tomato sauce.
I used to love brown sauce when I was little, but
Yeah.
never had it before.
Daddy's.
No, think about it. I think I've had it since.
We got loved it
I
that
used to
much.
love it when I was over there.
That brings us to the end of today's show.
Why are you so serious all of a sudden?
Chuck, you should try chutney sauce.
On what, bacon sandwich?
Yes. It's not the same, but it's not dissimilar. My missus gets it.
Oh, I'll give that some thought then, Stephen.
Once again, Extra Time ends on food,
I'll
with
give
Steve
that
Nicol
some-
leading the conversation.
give that some
we will be
thought.
back
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We'll be back
Sean Wright
tomorrow.
Phillips with us to talk about the start of City's season, plus Mark Ogden to reflect on what United have done so far in the transfer window.